Here we go, the long-awaited Red Bull RB19. Let's have a look at this very unique, fascinating take on the Red Bull livery and my own redesign. Did I make it better? Have I made it worse? Let me know in the pinned comment below. Are you Team Real or Team Tommo? This video is not going to be long, so let's talk about it. What do I have to say about the Red Bull RB19? Well, we waited an hour for it to appear, and when it eventually did, it was the same car. There's a few logos that have changed. We've lost a few sponsors from last season. So Citrix has gone. Rocket is now there. Sorry, not Rocket. Rocked. They are different to Rocket, who were in F1 with Williams back in the day. Bybit is still about, which I'm surprised because they are crypto and there has been a bit of an exodus of crypto sponsors at the moment, but they're still hanging on. You've got Castor on the car as well. They've replaced Puma, doing the team merchandise. They're on the overalls as well, the Sparko overalls now. The Honda logo's on there, replacing HRC, which again makes sense. HRC's not really pushing anything. You might as well chuck Honda on there because we know Honda's going to be in partnership with Red Bull till the end of 2025 anyway. And honestly, other than that, I can't see any differences whatsoever. Now, look, it's easy to sit here and complain. Of course, I'd have loved to have seen a fresh take on the Red Bull. It's interesting, regardless. When you look from a legacy point of view, looking back at this car, like the Marlboro McLaren that's held in such high esteem as one of the greatest liveries of all time, because they keep it consistent, this livery will go down as one of the greatest of all time. It's a fantastic livery. Yes, we get the same thing every year. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But obviously, no, that's not my job today. My job is to take this and create something new. Now, I did this last season. I could have just recycled last season's Red Bull redesign video for this, but obviously, I've got to look at it from a Ford perspective here. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, Ford did announce their partnership with Red Bull at this event. Very exciting. I'm a Ford boy at heart. I've had 2 Fiestas in my lifetime. I love a Ford. So what I'm going to do for this redesign is reimagine this as if Ford were in place now instead of Honda. So as if today, for this 2023 livery, it was Red Bull Ford, not Red Bull Honda. And quickly before I show you the livery, you might have seen in my latest video, me and ALDAS are doing a live show at F1 Arcade on Monday the 27th of February this month. Between testing, finishing and the season starting, you get to listen to us, which who wouldn't want to pay for that, right? And you get a good 5-hour window to have a go on their F1 simulators, which, you know, usually it's about 15 quid for half an hour. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. You'll get some bits to take away with you at the end of the night as well. Tickets are selling really well. We've sold over half at the time of recording, so I'm not sure how many are left. Link in the description down below if you want to come. Anyway, that's enough shameless shilling. Here is my version of the 2023 Red Bull with Ford involved. So as you can see, fundamentally, I haven't changed too much. The basic composition of the livery is the same because I think it works and I want to make this realistic. This is an evolution of what they've currently going on. But as you can see, the base colours have been the main thing to change, right? Instead of that really dark navy, maybe slightly bit of purple, we're going with Ford blue as the base, which does work because Red Bull uses blue in their branding. I don't think I've ever seen an actual explanation as to why the Red Bull racing cars has such a super dark blue, whereas you don't see that anywhere else in the Red Bull branding, as far as I'm aware anyway. But yeah, we've got that base blue. We've also dropped the yellow for the white because it works just as well, but it also fits more with Ford because Ford is blue and white. So it all comes together lovely. That's not a word. Lovely. Simply lovely. Now, of course, I couldn't put this blue on the car and not be inspired by Toro Rosso. And as you can see, I've also stuck an AlphaTauri logo on there because AlphaTauri are a partner of Red Bull. I've said this before. I think that team is going to get sold. It's inevitable. When it happens, I don't know, but it's going to happen. Red Bull already have a car. They can use the car that they already have, which is at the front of the field, by the way, to still promote AlphaTauri. I just don't see how much longer they justify having a whole car just to promote this clothing range. Sure, at the start to get it off the ground, but for the future, just stick it on the Ford. All black front wing, big Ford logo on the rear wing as well. I've moved some of the sponsors around a bit. I've moved Tag Heuer down to where Bybit is and switched that because I wanted to have the thicker, more Toro Rosso-esque stripe, red stripe, and I've also brought that down through the blue down into the black as well because I think that looks nice. Do I like it more than the real life thing? Hard to say because we're so used to the real life car design. I don't know if I prefer this. I'm probably just rose tinted if I'd say yes. But again, pinned comment below, vote for which side you're on. Do you prefer the real life thing? Do you prefer this redesign? Are you excited for Ford to be in Formula One? For me, great, super happy. Although they are doing fan-made liveries for a few races this season at Red Bull, aren't they? So maybe I should try. Maybe I should throw my hat in the ring. We'll see. Next up, Williams, a launch I'm actually going to, which is going to be gas. I might actually get to meet Alex Albon, so mad. Drop a like if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more. 2 out of 10 done. My name's Tommo. Thanks again. Have a good one. Ta-da.